Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do an education video. I hope you all have watched my basic English grammar video. I can't see many views in that video, so please make sure you're watching that video. I'm just doing that video because it will be really helpful for your writing or OET writing, speaking and listening and speaking. Okay, that's only the basic English. Yeah. So yeah, before I begin this video, and every time I'm asking, like, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. You can only watch my videos as soon as I upload in my channel, only after subscribing my channel. Okay, so and press the notification bell and click on the all option, then only you can see all my videos. Okay, then if you think like you like this video, just like the bell. And if you think it will be you, this video will be useful for someone, please press the share button. And I just want to know how you feel about my video. Please press the comment button. Okay, and yeah. Let's begin the video. Today I'm going to do an OET reading video. I have received lots of comments regarding OET reading, and most of the people, their concerns and their main difficult part of OET is reading. But me, I really like reading, and I have explained so many times, because if you take reading as a hobby, or if you like reading, then only you are able to find the answers easily. Okay, if you're reading like a boring subject, if you don't like reading, then it's very difficult for you. When you're reading, you will have headache. Me, I like reading. Some people say if you feel if you are not able to sleep during the night, you can read, then you will sleep. Me, I like reading. If I read, I just read and read and read. I won't be able to sleep, because it's happened in my OET reading exam, because I was just reading very interestingly, reading, but I forgot in the part A it will take only 15 minutes. I read for a long time. Then I was in 5 minutes that reminder. At that time I realized that I left 10 minutes only for reading. So just make sure you are time oriented, and make sure you practice before your exam. Like a part A, like if you need to write before 15 minutes, so just in 15 minutes. So you make sure you, when you're practicing, you finish your part A in 10 minutes time. Okay, so there are lots of tips and tricks to do the reading exam easily. I have explained so many times, but today I'm just showing how you are able to do it. Okay, so I thought, how many times I explain, still you are not able to do it. I'm doing today, I am not able to give you any practice materials, because that I have studied that materials before, and it's like a commitment, like you are not supposed to reproduce that materials to someone, but I am only explaining you how to do the OET reading. So that is the only purpose I'm sharing this one. Okay, so when I'm getting the OET reading question paper, what I usually do, I first read the questions. Okay, I read all the questions. I have explained this one before. I'm just quickly explaining again. Okay, then the keywords, I always underline the keywords. Okay, then I go to the reading. Then what I do, I always make sure the reading, like heading, subheading, I always give more attention to that. Then I just quickly read, skim, and so just quick read. Then if I remember some of the keywords I underline while I was reading, I just underline that, or if I get the answer, I will write the answer. If I didn't get, I go through the next questions, like first 1 to 7 is the heading, but I don't bother to deeply read at that time, because the questions are coming after that. you need more attention. So what I do usually, but if I'm getting the heading straight from that question, while I'm reading, I write it. Otherwise, I'm saying, okay. So I just read the following questions. Then maybe some of the keywords I already found it. So I'll just go there and get write that answer. Then if you are writing, if you go to answer from part A, so you mostly you read all the part A. Okay, next two questions answers you are getting part B, then part C. So at the end of answering all that questions, you have already covered all the paragraphs, so it will be very easy for you to find the answers for the title of the paragraph. I hope you understand my point. Okay, so you don't need to waste too much time for finding the paragraph heading. That's what I meant. Okay, and there are another tricks like what I use, like I said earlier, like I check the heading, subheadings, all that. Sometimes it is very easy, you can find the answers from the heading and subheading, but it's not always practical. Okay, so everything you just remember, that's what I'm saying. Some of the paragraph you can very easily find out. So if you are not able to find out, there's another way, like you can read the first line and last line of the paragraph, mostly the contents, like when you're writing IELTS essay, the introduction part, then the conclusion part. So mostly the main point will contain that introduction part and the conclusion part. So you can easily find the paragraph title from that as well. So whatever I'm saying, you don't understand sometime, like with the explanation. So, but I will show you how we find out without reading the topics. Okay, let's see. So here I have written like text A, text B, text C, text D. Okay, in that in text A, what is the subheading? So subheading, first is terminology, then congenitive difficulties. That's explaining in the text A. That's a subheading. Okay, that's a subheading. I'm not just giving a hint or anything. Just that's a subheading. Then text B, it's the first heading, pharmacological treatments, then follow up. Okay. Text C, domain, examples of skills and warning signs and questions. Text D, it says definitions of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. So I'm not reading, I'm not even asking you to read. Before that, I'm just saying, okay, it won't be working all the time, but I'm just saying. So first question, what, so key line, keywords, okay, that's what I always sign. What to ask when evaluating congenitive function. So what you are going to ask when evaluating congenitive function into the patient. So from this subheading and heading, can you find out? If you just read in here, for me it's very easy for me, because in text C it says warning signs and questions. Okay, here. So in that you can answer. What is that? Answer the paragraph. So C. Very easily you can find out. Okay. So next one. Possible choices for pharmaceutical treatment. In this text and subheading, here it says pharmacological treatment. So what will be the answer? It will be B. It will be B. Very easily you can find out, yeah. So it's B. Next one, the best way to describe patient symptom. So anyway, you can find out. So terminology, congenitive difficulties, pharmacological treatment, follow-up, domain, exercise of skills, warning signs, questions, dementia, Alzheimer's disease. So terminology and cognitive difficulties. So I can easily understand terminology and cognitive difficulties is the best paragraph for this questions, but you can read the paragraph for this one. Just keep it as pending, just as a question mark, then we can read it. Okay. Next one, the defining features of dementia. That is very easily you can understand, because the subheading is dementia and Alzheimer's disease. It's all when you read, you can see that dementia's definition. So I will say that answer is D, even though you can find out while you are going for the next process. Okay. Next one, the proper focus of cognitive assessment. So in that question, you have to read the paragraph. Okay. So that means here in text A, for terminology and cognitive difficulties, maybe we'll go read A. Pharmaceutical treatments and follow-up. Maybe you can read here. So we don't know yet. So we just wait. Okay. So different types of mental processing. What is the different types of mental processing for the patient? So in here, when you read the paragraph, domain, examples of skills, and warning signs and questions. So in that one as well, sometime you need to read the first and last line of the paragraph. So I will tell you what to do when diagnosis is remain uncertain. That one as well we need to read the paragraph. So I will show you how you do that. I'm going to read the part A, first sentence. So it says, text A, congenitive changes are normal for almost all people as they age, and assessment should focus on differentiating the normal changes of aging from abnormal congenitive functioning. So it says should focus on differentiating the normal changes of aging. So it says in part A. So that means that answer will come in part A. The proper focus of cognitive assessment comes under part A. Okay. Now, what I had to, when we need to find out all these answers, isn't it? So, what to do when diagnosis remain uncertain? Okay, that is says, in text B, when you read it, under follow-up, you are just the subheading pharmacological treatments and follow-up. The follow-up in the first line, if the diagnosis remain unclear after a detailed assessment, then provide general advice and watchfully wait. So that answer must be in text B. So it's very easy to find out. Okay, so text B, that's answer. That means it's 7, isn't it? Seventh question, yeah. 7th question is B. So that's me first sentence in that subheading. Okay. Now different types of mental processing. That one we need to find out. That how we will find out different types of mental processing. Okay. In text C, I'm not saying which one. Text C is just saying domain, example of skills, and warning sign and questions. I have already explained that. So in the domain, it's learning and recall memory domain. So example of skills like short-term, semantic, and biographical, long-term memory, implicit learning. So warning signs and question. Have you noticed that you have been talking to someone and soon after forget the conversation? That's a signs and questions. Okay. Then if you for the language, what they forget, so example, what the skill they are forgetting, object naming, word finding, receptive language. Okay, so that means, have you noticed any word finding difficulties, or has or she had he or she had more difficulty understanding immediately. That is the paragraph explaining. Okay, so then that it says language, executive function, perceptual motor function, complex attention, and social coordination. Then it's planning, decision making, working memory, flexibility, visual perception. I call that is the mental processing. If you see something, how the mental processing work, the brain works accordingly. What is that name of the thing? What will happen? How you assess all that's function. So that paragraph says different types of mental processing. So you got the answer C. Okay. Now which one? I think we got all the answers now. Yeah. So this one I put the question mark. The best way to describe patient symptom. That is the question number 3, right? No, is that 3? Yeah. The best way to describe a patient's symptom means uh, in the first paragraph you have already read it, like the first sentence we have already read. Yeah, then while concerns about memory are common in older patients, when patients complain of memory problems, they could be referring difficulties in a number of possible cognitive domains. Although learning and memory is often the most silent of those domains, the problems could also be attention, language, perceptual. I have already explained that in the C as well. Okay, ability to sustain, shift focus, product producing words, grammar or syntax, social conjugation, how to appropriately refer to conjunctive rather than memory complaints or deficit. So in that you understand that will be the best way to describe patient symptom. That is the their problem, complaining of when patients complaining memory problem, they could be referring difficulties a number of possible cognitive domains. So you will find you understand easily. This paragraph A refers to this statement. Okay, so I hope this tick trick, what shall I say, I can't say tips, I mean this trick or tips, whatever, yeah, will be useful for you to find out the heading of each paragraph. Okay, but it won't be work out all the time, but you can try some paragraph, or it will be it is very suitable. Okay, so I hope this video helps you to find easily the paragraph. Okay, titles. Okay, so I'm still asking, please subscribe my channel, share, like, comment, and press the notification bell if you need to watch my videos regularly. Okay, so I will in my next video I'm just planning to do the next session. So this is the paragraph, how you find the paragraphs. Okay, I don't need to go with all the part A, part B, part C, but I'm just I mean the paragraph titles, it will be coming in even part A, part B, part C as well. So it will be useful for you can use this tricks for all the paragraph titles. I don't need to explain all the time. Okay, so in my next video, hopefully I will if I'm able to, I will record that video today itself. So then I will explain for the next sessions. Okay, so bye bye and take care.